All right, this next story comes straight from a very detailed piece by Mother Jones reporter Pema Levy. And it's all about the legality of this entire Doge infrastructure, which is not a topic that's gotten a lot of attention. What's gotten attention is, does Elon Musk have conflicts of interest? What's gotten attention is, did it make sense to have two co-leaders of Doge? And of course, it didn't. And Ramaswamy bailed. How much is Donald Trump monitoring what's going on? All of these questions have received attention. But one of the things that is pointed out by Pema Levy in this piece is that it seems as though much of what Elon Musk specifically is up to is against the law. And the article claims that Elon Musk is engaged in the kind of hostile takeover of an American government that there's basically no legal framework for, and that there's absolutely no way he could be doing this stuff without running into conflict of interest laws. And ironically, it's Elon who appears to be breaking the law of what was that phrase he used? Every hour of every day, which is what he said others are doing, that he's firing. He seems to be the one breaking the law every hour of every day. If we zoom out, understand that as one of the richest people, the richest person on earth, potentially, or up there with the top three, he has this entire planet of business interests. And the moment he tries to remake federal agencies, he will run straight into laws designed to prevent exactly this kind of conflict. And Mother Jones quotes Robert Weissman from Public Citizen, who sums it up perfectly. No person on the planet has more varied business interests before the US government than Elon Musk. Arguably, he is the least appropriate person to be in this role. According to a lawsuit filed by multiple states, Musk is basically operating with limitless power inside the executive branch and receiving all sorts of business benefits in the process, which is just the epitome of conflicts of interest. He's got Tesla, he's got SpaceX, he's got Starlink, he's got more, and now he's controlling and slashing budgets of agencies, investigating or regulating his companies. And we're supposed to believe there's no conflict there. Now, remember that last week, Donald Trump said, oh, he's personally keeping tabs on those conflicts, which is one of the funniest things we've heard Trump say.
You mentioned Elon Musk and the efforts that he's undertaking with your authority. You granted him new authority this week. Will he secure any new government contracts while he is working on Doge?
No, not if there's a conflict. If there's no conflict, I guess what difference does it make? But we won't let him do anything having to do with the conflict.
Are you personally checking to make sure there's no conflicts of interest?
Yeah, I am.
He answers to you.
Sure, he does. First of all, he wouldn't do it. And second of all, we're not going to let him do anything.
The idea that Trump is checking personally on what Elon is up to and making sure that there's no obscure or sometimes not so obscure conflict of interest is just laughable. And, Elon Musk insists that he is the epitome of transparency here. But the irony is very thick because Musk is refusing to disclose which member of his Doge Bros team are being granted unrestricted access to top secret government data. When outlets like Wired published their names, Musk said it was a crime and started banning people on X who share that information. So as Mother Jones is stressing here, ignoring the rules does not make them magically disappear. And the article points out that Elon Musk's entire arrangement resembles an illegal hijacking of the federal government. And we have lawsuits from states, we have lawsuits from USAID. They're all trying to block Elon Musk's takeover. They might be able to ultimately prevail, but I don't know that they can prevail quickly enough to stop irreparable damage from being done. This is part of that slow motion, hostile takeover in plain sight that I talked about yesterday. And the idea that there's any oversight going on here is just laughable.
Once again, we're seeing big tech blur the lines between private industry and public government. Zuckerberg, Bezos, even Sam Altman at OpenAI are donating millions to Trump's inaugural fund because they say he'll lead our country into the age of AI, despite these same tech CEOs warning about how dangerous AI can be. Algorithms control what we see every day to serve corporate and political interests, which is why I've trusted Ground News for years to help me find the truth. Ground News doesn't tell you what to think. They show you each news outlet's biases, credibility, financial incentives, so you know who's benefiting from the way each news outlet spins each story. You can even filter out certain sources you don't want and stay informed without getting buried in the noise. Stay engaged with Ground News, who is fixing what is breaking right in front of us: trust and transparency in the media. Ground News is giving my audience 50% off the same Vantage plan that I use. Go to ground.news/Pacman. The link is in the description, or scan my QR code.